Good day, everyone. Welcome to Mathematics 9 Daily Lessons. And our topic today is all about solving problems involving direct variation. Our learning competency today is solving problems involving variation. And our learning objective is to solve problems involving direct variation. In this lesson, we assume that you already learned about illustrating variations and also translating variation statement. So, these two things are very important. But the question is, how to solve direct variation? One of the most difficult part in mathematics is solving problems. That is why it is very important to understand it step by step. To solve variation problem, we have to follow these 6 steps. Number 1. Find the variation statement. 2. Determine the type of variation. 3. Translate the statement into mathematical equation. 4. Write down the given values. 5. Determine what is being asked in the problem. And 6. Solve using the equation and the given values. And now, let us try to use these 6 steps in solving direct variation problem. Example: the amount of paint P needed to paint the walls of a room varies directly as the area A of the wall. If 3 gallons of paint is needed to paint a 60 square meter wall, how many gallons of paint are needed to paint a wall with an area of 100 square meters? Use the 6 steps in solving. Step 1. Find the variation statement. Hint: look for the variables or quantities. Let us go back to the problem. We have the letter P or variable P, which stands for the word paint. And we have also the variable A that stands for the word area. But what if there's no letter or variables in the problem? If there is no letter or variable in the problem, you can use the first letter of the corresponding quantity. For example, P for paint, H for house, M for man, and D for distance. Hint 2. Find the words varies as or proportional to. Therefore, we have the statement P varies directly as A. We are done with step 1. Step 2. Determine the type of variation. Hint 1. Recall the types of variation. These are the 4 types of variation: direct, inverse, joint, and combined variation. And now, let us compare this to step 1. And because of the word directly, we know that this variation is a direct variation. We are done with step 2. Step 3. Translate the statement into mathematical equation. To solve this, let us recall about translation. These are the translation. In direct, S equals K times Y. Inverse, S equals K over Y. Joint, S equals K times Y times z. And for combined variation, x equals k times y over z. From the step 1, p varies directly as a is an example of direct variation. So we can translate this one into p is equal to k times a. Okay, we're done with step number 3. Step 4. Write down the given values. These are the given values. 3 gallons of paint, or P is equal to 3. 60 square meter wall, or A is equal to 60. 100 square meters, or A is equal to 100. At last, we are done with step 4. Step 5. Determine what is being asked in the problem. In this case, you are asked to find how many gallons of paint, or find the value of P. Step 5 is done. Let's go for the last step. Step 6. Solve using the equation and the given values. Hint 1. Solve for k using the given. To solve the value of k, we need step 3 and 4. So these are the solution. P is equal to k times a. The value of P is 3 is equal to k, then the value of your a is 60. Then, to cancel 60 over both sides by 60. And by simplifying, the value of your k is now 1 over 20. From P is equal to k times a, it will become P is equal to 1 over 20 times a. Now, let us try to solve step 5. So, these are the solution. P is equal to k times a. Then, P is equal to, the value of your k is 1 over 20, then copy a. Then, P is equal to copy 1 over 20, substitute the value of a, which is 100. Then copy P is equal to 1 times 100 is 100, then copy over 20. Then simplify. 100 over 20 is 5. Therefore, P is equal to 5. Finally, we are done with our last step and we come up into our final answer. Problem solved. Therefore, 5 gallons of paint are needed to paint a wall with an area of 100 square meters. That's all guys, I hope you learned something about our topic today. Hope that this video lesson will help a lot in your math subject. God bless and thank you for watching. See you to our next lesson. Bye bye!